Yeah. Right. You know, it's real. Hey look, I'm still affected by relationships that ended quick. It hurts my heart falling out with close friends and relatives. Although we went our separate ways, I still wish the best for them. And in the past they told me that I'm prideful and I'm sensitive. I hurt a lot of people that I love, I'm still regretting it. I mainly got my wisdom from mistakes I learnt my lessons in. I've got a good heart and there's no way you can question it. Despite the fact he spoke bad about me, I still defended him. My friend lost his mum, he couldn't take it, so they sectioned him. I lost my mum as well, so I know how much it's affecting him. I pray God gives him strength and continues protecting him. Hard to speak about my traumas, cause I struggle with addressing it. I jeopardized relationships, I should've put more effort in. My friend committed suicide, I wish I could've messaged her. And then my mother died while I was standing right next to her. I could see the guy in therapy, but felt like it would never work. So instead I started having heart-to-hearts with my siblings. I learned from bad relationships because my heart weren't committing. But have you hurt someone you love and regret your intentions? Consequences when you abandon and neglect all your blessings. I'm traumatized, is that the reason why I'm holding grudges? Is that the reason why I'm distant, although I know I love them? Reason why I find it hard to forgive and I'm solely stubborn. I made the same mistakes they made, so I no longer judge them. People that I loved turned to strangers and I had to accept it. But I'm still internally hurt because I didn't expect it. I've had some bad intentions in relationships and I know it's wrong. I'm just addressing the traumas I've never spoken of, and that's real.
A beautiful dreamer.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Right.
A beautiful.
You know, it's real.
Beautiful.
Hey look, remember the last time we spoke on the phone? And you told me that your house always felt like a broken home because you find it hard to express love that's never been shown. That was back when we was young, but now we're finally grown. And growing up you said you always preferred to stay at your dad's house before he passed away. I know that you made your dad proud, so you hated it when you had to live with your mum and stepdad. You acknowledged all these flaws and plus you saw all the red flags. He made a bad mistake and from then you lost respect for him. Although he did your mother wrong, she was always defending him. He made a lot of errors and she never once corrected him, always picking his side. She was always protecting him. Remember we was close, we would speak on the phone all night, reminiscing about our childhood and the school fights. You say you have to go, but I slightly understand now. Before you hang up the phone I hear arguments in the background, and then you hang it up. You grab your clothes and then you pack it up, and then you tell me that you've had enough. You said you wish you can speak to your dad now, and just to find peace you would spend a week at your nan's house. It was nice catching up, speaking about the moments we shared, the progression that we made and how we overcame our fears. I asked about your mum, you said you both haven't spoken in years. Told you my mum passed away and you almost broke into tears. Although we both grew apart, that won't change the love that I had for you, cause you always put me first when situations was bad for you. And the next thing I'm gonna say is sad but true, but when your dad passed away I really felt like I abandoned you, and I'm sorry for it.
A beautiful dreamer. Beautiful. A beautiful. 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 A beautiful dreamer. A beautiful.
Yeah. Right. You know, it's real. Hey look, I shed tears and had some vulnerable moments. I even went against my fears and prayed that someone would notice. So when I fell out with my loved ones, it was hard to resolve it. Reason why we kept our distance and we hardly have spoken, it's true. I know it's hard, but I've been trying to be the bigger person. Fell out with certain people I loved, I wish I didn't hurt them. Said I'll leave a bad relationship if it isn't working, but that was never the case, cause my heart would miss the person. I understand you if you judge me for my past mistakes, because I'm always trying to find someone that my heart can blame. But maybe that's the reason why we parted ways. You ever gave someone a second chance hoping their heart will change? I feel bad because I sacrificed my moral compass, and every time I dropped my pride it never brought me comfort. Tried to make amends, but you kindly refused. I'm losing friendships all over these minor disputes. That situation taught me lessons I never knew that I needed. That when you fall out with close friends over bad disagreements, I had a feeling. Plus I know that it hurts when the relationship doesn't work, so the only options that you have is to leave them. Cause I made some bad mistakes, weren't intentional with my wrong decisions. And although they did me wrong, I pray that God forgives them. I learned relationships never work if it's not consistent. No point making these promises if we're not committing. I know it's hard for me to drop my pride and open up, but things haven't been the same since we broken up. We both went our separate ways and haven't spoken months. It's crazy how we both used to be close, but now we've grown apart, and that's real. Remember. Yeah. Right. You know it's real. Hey look, I've got a lot of emotions I love to hide, and I was told that it's a weakness if you expressed how you was feeling, but maybe that's the reason I'm a stubborn guy. A lot of my loved ones fell victim to my stubborn pride. And in the past, my relationships didn't really last, and if I'm being completely honest, that was probably why. I done so many wrongs, and I can't even lie. And when I broke this girl's heart and she started to cry, she asked me if I'm seeing someone else, and I started to lie. But I'm guessing I'm the reason why she's hesitant and finds it difficult to trust the heart of a guy. So if you try to show her love, then her heart would deny it. I faced the consequences for everything that happened in those past years, like when I had to face all the emotions that my heart fed. I guess I got a bunch of secrets that I can't share. Sometimes I wanna fall in love, but I just can't bear it. I thought that I got over you, but deep down I haven't. And now I'm just a victim from emotions I've abandoned. I was hurting at the time, and you can tell from my reaction, but I take accountability, I'm responsible for my actions. I still get a sense of guilt, and I wish that it never happened. I'm just hoping one day we can come to an understanding. Cause why we always arguing? Why we always fighting? Why did my last relationship feel like it's one-sided? Maybe cause I was dealing with emotions that my pride hid, or I was too insecure to admit that I need advice. When you fall out with someone you love cause you jeopardized it, and the damage is done and it's too late to rectify it. I'm getting older, so I'm trying to rectify my mistakes. Can't judge the courage of your heart until you're tested by your faith. I know exactly how it feels when you're internally grieving, losing loved ones or falling out for personal reasons. I even tried to seek for love, but I barely received it. Maybe cause I knew my intentions was clearly deceiving. So many promises I broke, mistakes I nearly repeated, consequences of bad decisions. I'm just sharing my feelings, and that's real. Yeah. Right. You know it's real. Hey look, I fell in love with your good looks and your mindset, your personality, attitude and your kindness. I'll hurt someone if they disrespect you in the slightest. Honestly, you're the nicest, and loyalty is priceless. You know I love them late night calls that we have on FaceTime, and you love the spontaneous date night, so it's only right I make time. Cause if I don't, you know that ain't right, and you can swing by after work. I know you finish late, we can go to your favourite restaurant for the dinner dates, or summertime we go to Greenwich Park for the picnic dates. But I just wanna make sure you're loved and you're feeling safe. I said I wouldn't fall in love, look how you made my feelings change. You had enough of relationships cause your ex done you damage, and it's true, but I understand you through your love language. And I'm just hoping one day that we can both become married. That's real, that's a fact. Plus it's crazy how things change. Look at us both on the phone, thinking about our kids' names and what school they'll go to. In fact, let me show you why it's a blessing I'm close to you. Can't wait for the day that I propose to you. I wanna grow old with you. I fell in love with your good looks and your mindset, your personality, attitude and your kindness. I'll hurt someone if they disrespect you in the slightest. Honestly, you're the nicest, and loyalty is priceless. I fell in love with your good looks and your mindset, your personality, attitude and your kindness. I'll hurt someone if they disrespect you in the slightest. Honestly, you're the nicest, and loyalty is priceless. You know I love you. It's facts. It's real. You know I love you. And that's real. Yeah. Right. You know that's real. Now look, close your eyes and imagine this. Now imagine if you found someone you love and they brought you nothing but happiness, and you both planned on having kids, but due to the stress while she was pregnant, she miscarried it. Now it's difficult to fathom it, but I understand the grudges she's been carrying. What makes it even worse, it hurts cause he was the person she planned on marrying. He had the chance to show her the amount of love that he had for her, but the moment that she needed him most, he abandoned her. And honestly, man, I feel bad for her, but things changed and I'm glad for her. Time to see what God has planned for her. Put yourself in her position, could you handle it? I just want you to close your eyes and imagine it. Yeah. Right. You know, it's real. Hey look, when our relationship first started, it was very sweet. Then the next thing you know, we started arguing like every week. Don't say them hateful things if you don't mean it. Plus you thought that I was cheating, so you even checked my phone when I fell asleep. That's crazy. I don't know why you did that, but look, we even planned a vacation. I thought that we was heading Greece to Santorini and different locations that we've never been. Things wasn't working out, our family had to intervene. We went from kissing and always holding our hands together to keeping our distance and wishing that we got back together. Last week I wanted to call you, but something held me back. Maybe that's my stubborn pride, or I thought about my selfish act. You got me reminiscing about old conversations, cause nowadays your name don't pop up in my notifications. And you know I tried my best, you know that I'm patient, but maybe there's something I'm missing, or we're both just mistaken. And plus I've noticed the changes to each other when we're totally strangers. And here's me thinking that we will stay close forever. I was really hoping that we will grow old together, have a happy home together. But you know it's whatever. I'm trying to figure out what's wrong, but I'm running out of clues. You went from someone that I know to somebody I knew, from someone that I loved to somebody I outgrew, to somebody that I trust I never thought I would lose. I'm trying to figure out what's wrong, but I'm running out of clues. You went from someone that I know to somebody I knew, from someone that I loved to somebody I outgrew, to somebody that I trust I never thought I would lose. No, that's real. Damn.
I haven't seen you at a party yet. I don't know how you move. Let me in on all your secrets. I want your point of view. I'm dying to reach out and know you, 'cause it doesn't feel like it's supposed to. I'm wondering if I'll ever fall again. It was easy not knowing what it meant.
Hey look, have you ever made a crucial decision when someone hurt you in the past and you still choose to forgive them? You think it's easy, but it usually isn't, especially when you're trying to give someone advice that's refusing to listen. Despite the amount of love I have for them, I talk to them less. Maybe cause I'm in the wrong or got some awful regrets. We went from having deep conversations and now we don't talk. I put my hands up and take the blame, it was my own fault. Now I'm a victim of my own faults, so maybe I'm guilty for falling out with friends, knowing life is so short. And I confess, I'm not the best with relationship advice, but I learned to address it with honesty instead of telling lies. And now you're telling me it's over, but deep down I hope it isn't. I regret you being a victim from your own decision. You wanted love, instead I showed you different. It's crazy, you wanted love, instead I showed you distance. And lately
I haven't seen you at a party yet. I don't know how you move. Let me in on all your secrets. I want your point of view. I'm dying to reach out and know you, 'cause it doesn't feel like it's supposed to.
Look, I hate the fact that these arguments keep repeating, cause we say some hateful things when we don't mean it. Please just deep it. All these arguments, the back and forth and the minor disagreements. Then you tell me that you're done with the relationship and you're leaving. How you expect me to receive it? And deep down we're both hurt, but I always tried to hide my feelings. Victim of my pride for ignoring the advice I knew I needed. Although it's something I agreed with, I guess it's hard for me to accept help even after I seek it. It's always difficult to solve our issues cause we're both stubborn. Instead of us forgiving each other, we'd rather hold grudges, and we both got flaws. So to be honest, there's no judgment. It's crazy how we now doubt the emotions that we both trusted. When you show someone your kindness, don't mistake it as your weakness. Have you fell out with someone that you love without a valid reason? I know I tried to make a promise, but I just couldn't keep it. My last relationship was toxic, but I still wouldn't leave it. And that's real. Yeah. Right. Theatre District 2. Hey look, when it comes to relationships, I always find them hard to keep. I tried to make commitments in the past, but it was hard for me. Hurt someone I love right after they gave their heart to me, and now they keep their distance and we hardly speak. I made some bad mistakes, my decisions left them permanently damaged. I was too stubborn to admit that there was hurt by my actions. Now I'm older, I regret the fact that certainly happened. I developed personal traits that became worse than my habits. Speaking of love, I witnessed the way it usually ends. I'm guessing my action is the reason why I'm losing my friends. And we ain't speaking, but it's worse because the reason isn't valid. Or maybe it is cause I took your love for granted once I had it. So I don't blame you for the way that you reacted. The fact is my bad decisions is why you felt so emotionally damaged. Please forgive me because I hurt the people I was really close with by breaking their hearts, disregarding their feelings and emotions. I'm sorry if you was a victim of my ignorance, and words can't express the amount of guilt that I've been living with. I know you wish the love that you felt was more consistent, but I was ignorant, too busy making selfish decisions. So I'm praying everything will start to fall into place, but I need therapy, mainly from the traumas I faced. I'm reminiscing back them times that we spent by the theatre district. I've got my personal reasons why I fear commitment, so who am I to judge you? Cause I'm nowhere near perfect, plus I made the same mistakes that you made. It wasn't worth it, but I was too stubborn to change. I wasn't learning, I was prideful and stuck in my ways, cause I was hurting. So I apologize if you're the person I offended. Instead of acknowledging my mistakes, I got defensive, maybe cause I knew I had some wrong intentions. Previously I told you how it became, but this is how it ended, and that's real. Damn. Late nights by the theatre district. I'm out.